Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Ricky Romance. This is Ricky Romance Live. Welcome to my YouTube channel. That sound rehearsed, doesn't it? Oh man, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I've been seeing everybody doing their thing on YouTube, and I've just been sitting back kind of watching everybody monetize, and I feel some type of way. I was like, yo, why am I not making money off YouTube and everybody else is putting platinum plaques on the wall? You know what I mean? After all the videos on YouTube that you've seen with my name attached to it and the millions of views, it breaks my heart to know I'm not receiving any revenue from any of that stuff. So I was just like, you know, we got to do something about that. I'm about 80 subscribers away from cracking 1,000. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's 1,000 subscribers to actually start monetizing. So follow me, you guys. Please press that subscribe button. Please press the subscribe button. Please share the video. Please make sure you come back. We about to get lit. I'm about to go into the archives and tell y'all some shit and talk to y'all and excuse my language, but I got a potty mouth. But we gonna get down to it. You know, I know you guys heard so many things about me on YouTube, you know what I mean, on the internet for years, you know what I mean? And when you Google Ricky Romance, I mean, 10 years ago, I probably would have thought I was cool. Now I'm looking at that shit like, damn, boy, you was a wild boy. That's some crazy stuff. And I'm like, yo, I wish I could have monetized all that crazy shit. But it's all good, you know what I mean? I've grown and I have so much growth, you know what I mean? I've become my own man, you know what I mean? So many people refer to me as Raz-B's brother, and I'm more than that, you know what I mean? I'm Ricky Romance, you know what I mean? And, you know, I got my own thing going on, so welcome to Ricky Romance Live, you guys. I was thinking about doing a video series where I was talking about a number of different topics. I know you guys don't care about the street I lived on and all shit like that, but y'all want to know about a lot of the drama. Y'all want to know about a lot of these different things in the tabloids that was said about me. You know, you guys want to know, you know, what really happened with B2K. You guys probably want to know what happened in the studio sessions. I mean, you guys probably have a lot of questions, and I'm here to answer them for you guys. So, where do we begin? Where do we begin? 1999. That's giving my whole age away, but yeah. Sorry. I wasn't looking in the camera. But 1999, I graduated from high school, Westchester High School, and my brother got his deal. My brother's Raz-B from B2K, for the people that don't know, that's just kind of tapping in, just happened to click on the video. He got a deal. Well, I was going around my cousin Chris Stokes at the time and Immature, and I used to bring my brother around, and he kind of started ironing the clothes for Marcus Houston and for the rest of Immature, and that's kind of like how he got his foot in the door, you know what I mean? Initially, I was an Immature, so, but we'll save that for another story. I'm sure Sean Davey Way or a bunch of other different people has actually told my story, but I'll tell that in another story. This story is about kind of like the birth of B2K and kind of like the beginning of all of this, you know. 2000 was crazy because my brother had his deal. I remember them going on the tour with Bow Wow. They went on tour with Bow Wow. They didn't even have a single. You know what I mean? I think they were like dancing to like Peaches and Cream or something, 112 or something. I don't know. They were dancing to somebody else's song, and it was the Scream Tour. It was Bow Wow Scream Tour. They had no single. They went on stage and they killed that shit. They went on stage and they killed it. Their first actual video, their first music video appearance, what actually put them on the map and made the girls like fall in love with them and go crazy, was Bow Wow's Ghetto Girls. That song was actually lit. You see Bow Wow doing his thing in the Ghetto Girls video, and you see B2K on the steps. They all got like different colored shorts on, orange, blue, you know, yellow, you know what I mean, with the little Applejack hats on, you feel me? You know, getting their boss on, you know what I mean? So they was looking real summertime vibe, and that's really when they like, the girls was like, who are some little cuties? And that's when they kind of started popping and doing their thing. They had to rush in the studio and actually go knock out a record. And man, that was the beginning of and the B2K self-titled album. It was crazy when my brother got that deal. You know what I mean? I was so happy for him. I think at that time we had two-way pages was out, and I remember my brother signed a deal with Glenn Litwack. Glenn Litwack was the attorney that was doing all the contracts for TUG, for B2K, and my cousin Chris Stokes. We were so happy. I was so happy that my brother was like got the deal. Like, it was like surreal. You know what I mean? Like, it was like crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it was so crazy. You know what I mean? We had so many dreams. You know what I mean? From us performing in talent shows around the city of LA. You know, as with a group that we were in together, and then performing together. Well, we were in a group with two other boys, but then we ended up doing some stuff by ourselves. But it's like, man, it's crazy. Like, I was just so happy that he was like, you know what I mean? That was just a blessing, you feel me? And like, when he got that deal, nobody knew about it, and I knew it was a deal, and I knew he had signed with Sony Epic, the same label as Michael Jackson. I got a job as a promotion director. I started promoting and telling people, and like, nobody believed me, you feel me, until they came out. But when they came out, they was doing their thing. But none of them had cars, you know what I mean? So I was like driving them, you know what I'm saying, all the way to like vocal lessons and shit. And my Volvo, I had a raggedy ass Volvo. I had like it was like 2000, and I had a Volvo, and it was like I don't know, 1992. Shit, maybe it was 89. But Volvos is pretty cool cars. That car was pretty cool. But it was raggedy though. But I remember having all the boys in there, all the B2K in there, and one day me and my brother, I don't know, we had a little incident, and we were talking, you feel me, and I'm doing my big brother shit, you feel me, we talking, and then we got into a heated discussion where it was like we was damn near about to fight, you feel me? And I remember this shit, all four of them was in the car. I remember Amarion jumped out, and Amarion was ready to squabble me, straight up. Amarion was ready to squabble me for ass beat, for my brother, and I knew they had a bond, and I didn't take it as no disrespect, you feel me? I looked at it like, he got my brother's back, they gonna go a long way, you feel me? And so that's crazy, you know what I mean? I expect their relationship to be even more tighter today, but you know, obviously my brother got himself into a space to where he is now. So I don't know, it's crazy though. But man, it was crazy though, man, just doing the whole B2K shit. You know, it was like when they first started going on tour, it was like I stopped seeing my brother less and less and less. And in the beginning, I felt some type of way. I didn't understand why I wasn't seeing them, or why I couldn't go. You know what I mean? And it sucked. You know what I mean? But as I started to like go in stores around the city, I would see magazines everywhere I looked. I would see, every time I go in the store, I would see a magazine with my brother's face on it, and that shit started like fucking me up. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Like, every time it was a different magazine, and I was like, that's when I knew it was real. You feel me? And I used to like, man, I used to be like, man, meeting so many girls on Crenshaw. You feel me? Like all in Inglewood, all around the city at the different high schools I used to visit, because I used to ditch my school, leave Westchester, and then go to other schools at lunchtime and meet girls with the homies since I had a car. You know, senior shit. But man, life was really like, man, it was a cool time. But that was the beginning. That's when shit started getting crazy. You know what I mean? I started going to see my brother, you know what I mean? And they started to have like, it was like they're having like huddles. You know what I mean? And it was like huddles of where it's like you would feel uncomfortable. Imagine you come in a room with me, and I got three of my homies right here, and you're standing right here, and then I go over here in a circle, and I huddle, and we go like this, and we're all talking in a huddle, and you feel me, and we leave you out, and you don't know what we're saying. I don't care how confident you are as a person, you're gonna feel some type of way. You're gonna feel like, why is they huddling and why is they leaving me out? You feel me? And that's how I feel. I started to feel smaller and smaller and smaller around them. You know what I mean? And I started to feel like just nothing. You feel me? You know what I mean? Nothing was solidified with me. You know what I mean? I was grateful when I got a job as a promotion director, and I started going. I went on a B2K IMX tour. You know, that was pretty cool. It was a cool experience, but that ended pretty crazy. You know. Man, B2K, that was crazy, man. I barely saw my brother. You know, but he would look out though. He would make sure I had change and stuff like that. You know, he would go. I would call Chris and ask for money because I needed money to survive. You feel me? Out here, I wasn't really like working. It was hard. Like I started like getting in trouble at a young age. Like getting in trouble, like driving around, like getting into fights and all kind of stuff. You feel me? So it was like I was going to jail. You know, that's when I started I started getting bailed out. Chris was bailing me out like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? My brother, they was bailing me out. You know what I mean? Out of a lot of shit. But the only reason why I was getting into trouble in the streets because I didn't have anything constructive to do. You know what I mean? I didn't really have a solidified job. It wasn't until they went on tour that I had a job. You know what I mean? And that was one of the greatest experiences of my life. That was around the same time that I was working with James DeBarge. You know what I mean? And I started working with James DeBarge. You know what I'm saying? That was because it was a group called Melodic that my brother was in with Janae's brother, the singer Janae, her brother Jaheed, and since they was in the group together, damn it, I want to pause, but I'm gonna keep going. Since they was in a group together, whatever, you know, like I saw me and Jaheed start hanging out or whatever because basically like Jaheed was in the group and then his group didn't pop and shit like that, and so we just ended up smoking weed a lot together and hanging out. You feel me? And we became really good friends. And then James DeBarge used to come over to the house, and you feel me? I didn't know who he was at first. You know what I mean? He started asking me for rides and stuff, and that was like that started a whole bond. And you know, like that's really how I really kind of got my music thing really kind of started. You know, working with James DeBarge, and he took me around with DeBarge. But man, it's story gets deeper and deeper. I mean, you know, I don't know. Are you guys ready for this? I don't know if you guys are ready for this. I'm trying to heat up. I'm heating up right now. I'm trying to give you guys just the build up before we get into the real juicy details. So you guys stay tuned. This is just the beginning. This is video number 1, if you want to call it that. And yeah, click that link to see the next video, and make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys share this video. It's about to get deep and it's about to get real. It's your boy Ricky Romance. This is the Ricky Romance Live Show.